All right, let's get into it. Today we're doing a deep dive into a specific piece of text, the very first chapter of Psalms.
Right, Psalms 1.
And what really jumps out right from the start is this fundamental contrast it sets up. It basically presents two ways to live.
Yeah, two paths. And it's pretty clear about where each one, ends up. He doesn't really waste any time laying that foundation.
No, it doesn't. It starts with describing the person it calls blessed. And interestingly, it defines them first by what they avoid.
Exactly. It's about what they don't do.
Right. It says this person does not walk in the counsel of the wicked or stand in the way of sinners or sit in the seat of mockers.
So it's like actively choosing who influences you, who you spend your time with.
Seems like it, a deliberate stepping away from certain perspectives and behaviors.
Yeah, dissociation from those paths, the wicked, sinners, mockers it mentions. It's about not going down that road.
But okay, it's not just about the don'ts. The source flips it right away to the positive side. What does this person do?
Well, it says, their delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night.
Delight. That's a strong word. Not duty, but delight.
Right, and the meditation part, day and night, that suggests it's really woven into their thinking. Continuous.
Like it's shaping them from the inside out.
Exactly. It's presented as the core of their inner life, their source of maybe guidance or nourishment.
And the result of all this,
Yeah.
the source uses this really vivid image, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. He is like a tree planted by streams of water.
A tree, planted, stable.
By water, so constantly getting what it needs. It's rooted, not easily moved. And the source adds more detail.
Go on.
It says the tree yields its fruit in season and whose leaf does not wither.
So dependable, productive, resilient, even when things get tough, maybe. The leaf not withering sounds like endurance.
That seems to be the idea. Consistent life and output regardless of external conditions.
And the bottom line for this person, this tree, the source just says, whatever he does prospers.
A direct outcome of that inner state, that rootedness. Flourishing follows.
Okay, so that's path number one. But then, bam! The source hits you with the contract.
Not so the wicked. Just like that. A complete turnaround.
It really highlights how different the other path is.
Totally different. And the image used for them is the absolute opposite of that strong, rooted tree.
What is it?
They are like chaff that the wind blows away.
Chaff. Wow, so light, unsubstantial.
Exactly. No weight, no roots.
Yeah.
Easily scattered. Worthless, really, in that agricultural picture.
Yeah.
It implies instability, emptiness.
Nothing lasting.
Nothing enduring at all.
Which leads right into the final outcome the source describes for them, because they're like chaff.
Right. Because of that nature, it says the wicked will not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the assembly of the righteous.
They just can't. They don't have the substance to stand.
It seems that way. They lack the stability, the very nature required to be part of those moments or groups. Their path led elsewhere.
And the source gives a reason for this huge difference in destiny, doesn't it?
It does. It sums up the core reason. For the Lord watches over the way of the righteous.
Okay, so there's attention, care maybe, on that path.
But the way of the wicked will perish.
Perish. So it leads to ruin, destruction, or just fading away.
That's the stark finality presented. One way is looked after, preserved. The other is headed for, well, its own end. A fundamentally different destination.
So wrapping up this quick dive into Psalms 1, it really gives you, the listener, this incredibly clear choice. Two paths, right? Defined by who you associate with and what you focus on internally.
And two totally different ends. Stability, flourishing like that tree, or being like chaff, blown away and perishing.
Which really leaves you with something to think about. Based purely on what this source says, what does it mean for your way, your path, to be either watched over or to perish? What does that look like in practice?